following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man in a thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your wanna be, Jimmy Star's new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Star's.
Hey ho, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We have a really fun show for you guys today. I'm excited about it. We have Darryl Vidal coming on, who we met at a party here in Palm Springs several months ago, and I'm excited to have him on. You guys know him from The Karate Kid.
What's that lump of hair?
I don't know what that lump of hair is. And then our second guest is actually someone who was one of our very first guests back, like 15 years ago. And his name is Parrish Randall, and he's coming back on today.
What's his name?
Parrish Randall. And
Parrish.
Parrish. Parrish.
Parrish.
Parrish.
Parrish.
Yes, Randall.
Like Troy Donahue in the movie Parrish.
Oh,
he must have taken his name from Troy Donahue.
No, I don't think they.
There was a movie
same.
years ago.
Parrish, like a place.
Parrish, yes, Parrish.
No, that's a different word. Parrish, like a parish, like a church parish. That's what you would call. I don't know where he got his name from, but anyway.
Anyway, there was a movie with Connie Stevens years ago and Troy Donahue called Parrish, and it was a good movie. Why is this lump of hair hanging out?
I don't know, but people listening can't see that, so don't worry.
I have a lump of hair on the side of my head. Looks like a fucking tumor.
That's okay. Don't, God forbid.
God forbid I should have a tumor sticking out of the side of my head.
Anyway, you guys, we have a fun show for you guys today. It's going to be fun. We're welcome. We're back in the saddle, and we happy are. I want to thank everybody who's been listening to the show on Red Circle or Apple Podcast, because that's really good for us. And also YouTube, and we're doing really good on both.
And here's Astro's on television.
Here's Astro. He loves being on
television.
He
loves being on TV. He's such a ham. You're a hammy dog. You love being on television. Yes, licking your father's face on television. Yes.
So you guys, a lot of cool things going on. It's going to be a great year for us. I think we're going to have some really big movie news coming up really soon that we're going to be able to announce, but it looks like we're going to go into production on several films. And
I go back to work.
Ron goes back to work, and I go back to work as a producer. So it should be a lot of fun.
Daddy goes back to work, Astro. Yes, so we can buy more dog food. Yes.
So say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
There you go. All right.
So he's like a director.
I am a director.
Oh, direct this. Direct this, baby. Direct this.
In the meantime, I want to thank I don't want to thank anybody else. I already thanks everybody for just tuning in every week, because we really appreciate it.
Yes.
I also want to thank everybody who's been going to Dark Frights magazine at www.darkfrights.com. We're getting a lot of traffic. We have 4 new writers, and so I want to thank everybody for that and checking it all out.
And I want to mention that my friend Tippi Hedren, if you knew Tippi Hedren from The Birds and from Marnie, then you know who she is. Turned 95 yesterday. So happy birthday, Tipska. Happy 95th.
And also, if you're a friend on Ron's Facebook page, he put the interviews up, or you can just Google Tippi Hedren on YouTube with Ron Russell, Set the Record Straight, and you can watch the videos.
Yeah, you can watch my interview with her. It's a fabulous interview. We shot it up at Shambhala, which is her cat farm. She's got, I don't know how many thousands of lions and tigers and stuff that she has on her preserve. And it's an interesting, funny, wonderful, loving, very, very caring interview. It's one of my finer interviews because I did it with love, because she's a sweetheart of a person. Tippi Hedren is a kind, nice lady. She's the mother of Melanie Griffith and the grandmother of Dakota. What's her name? Say Dakota.
I don't know. I was going to say Fanning, but that's not right. That's the other one.
Dakota Channing.
No.
Dakota, the actor, the guy from
the girl. She's a girl. Dakota's a girl.
Dakota, what the hell is her name?
Hang
the
on.
beautiful young girl. She's the granddaughter of Tippi.
Dakota Johnson.
Dakota Johnson.
Don Johnson's her father.
Yeah, that's it. Dakota Johnson's grandmother. So that's 3 generations of beauty and talent.
Absolutely.
But Tippi Hedren is absolutely one of the finest in my business.
Absolutely.
Right, Astro? You never met her, but if you did, you'd love her.
I never met her either, but I've seen a lot of her. I've seen probably all of her movies, though.
Well, unfortunately, Tippi, being 95, has developed Alzheimer's. So actually, I was told that she doesn't remember anything about being a movie star, that she has no idea what she was. And I was told that she probably wouldn't know me if I went to see her. But still, I am asking Harlan Boyle to set something up. I would love to go see Tippi.
Absolutely. We want to mention B. Claudia joined us in the chat room. Hey, B, how are you?
This is what happens
Nice
to
to see
everybody
you.
that
Gets
I know.
older.
Everybody I know. They all died. All the great movie legends that I hung out with, from Tab Hunter to Jane Russell, they're gone. And the ones that are left now all have Alzheimer's. I don't know. Life is just one big problem.
They said you're looking great in the chat
I'm
room.
looking great. Thank you. With the tumor sticking out of my head here. What's this lump of hair? Why didn't I cut that off? Look at that.
I don't know, but since 99% of the people who watch the show
I know
listen
radio,
to it, they
but
don't see
it's like a clump of hair is hanging out of the side of my head that it was cut incorrectly.
That's okay. You can fix it later.
It has to be tapered in, see? Okay. Anyway, yes, we all want to live to be 100, okay? But you pay a price. Because if you live to be 100, you're all alone, because all of your friends have died. And it's a very sad thing to have a list of dead friends greater than my list of alive friends.
So Dawn's in the chat room too. Show her your watch because she loves to see your watch.
Dawn, it's my, what do you call it, 40 watch, and it's blue and yellow because I'm wearing blue and white. And I have so many of these lovely watches, and they're beautiful. The problem is when the batteries go, I have to pay like $100 and something to have all the batteries put back in the watch because they charge me $10 a watch.
And he has like 15 of them. Huh? And you have about 15 of them.
And I have so many wristwatches. I don't know how many I have. So they all need batteries. But I was told a trick by the guy who puts the batteries in my watches, the jeweler. He said, Ron, pull out the stems. If you're not wearing the watch, pull out the stems, and the watch does not use the battery. Then when you use the watch, push the stems back in, and you have a watch. So that's what I do. I have a drawer full of watches with the stems pulled out.
So Dawn says that your hair looks beautiful and silvery today.
Beautiful and silvery. Okay, with the lump on the side.
Nobody sees the lump. If you wouldn't mention the lump,
I'm going to go get
it.
scissors. No, I'm going to go in.
You're not.
I'm going to cut my hair on television.
No,
I am. I'm going to cut that big fucking chunk out.
You're not. Just push it down and leave it alone.
It doesn't go down.
Just leave it down because we've got more important things. All right, everybody. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Here's some of the places you can listen to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell or watch. Red Circle, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, and Amazon Prime. Please.
How
Well,
come you're so high?
Please, I don't know. Please watch it because I'm sitting up straight and you're like not.
You're sitting on a
straight.
pillow?
No, I'm sitting up straight. You're not sitting up straight. My ass is all the way to the back of the seat. Yours is at the front of the
Well,
seat.
it's because you have a fat ass.
Well, whatever.
Your
Anyway,
fat ass lifts you.
he said Don says lick your paw and push it down.
Lick my paw and push it down.
That was funny. Anyway,
that?
you guys.
Now I like it.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Also on YouTube, I just after having a YouTube channel for many years, I was just instructed how to monetize it. So now I want people to watch us on YouTube also because.
Wait a minute. You had a YouTube channel for years?
Yes, I've had a YouTube channel for many years.
How many years? Because there was no YouTube channel when I met you.
Yes, there was. YouTube's been around for like 30 years, 20 years. I've had a YouTube. Anyway, we have 4 million hours of streaming on YouTube, you guys. And I didn't monetize any of it.
4 million?
Our show has 4 million hours of streaming on YouTube.
We have been working for 4 million hours?
No, but people have watched it for 4 million hours.
So how come I didn't get paid?
Because we didn't get paid. Our channel's not monetized, and I just learned how to do it.
Well,
Now we're going to start to.
mean, 4 million hours
Yeah, it would have been
work?
about 50 grand.
Well, you owe me $50,000, you little fuck.
Anyway.
Wait a minute. I'm making a lawsuit. I'm going to sue you. You owe me 50 grand.
I don't know what it would be, but it would be a lot of money. So we're going to.
Well, I want it.
Well, now it's going to get monetized, you guys. So you can watch us on YouTube. I'll start
Listen,
sharing
I need money. I want to go to Florida.
We get more money. We get paid more though if you listen to us on Red Circle. So listen to us on Red Circle, and thanks so much.
All that work, and
so,
I never got a nickel. Not even a thank you.
Yeah, I thank you all the time.
You're full of shit.
You get invited places because you're on this show.
No, I get invited places because I'm Ron Russell.
Yeah, and the reason people know Ron Russell is
No.
because you're on this show.
The places I go to from this show are places I don't care to go.
No, when you went and saw Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda.
I know Lily from 100 years ago.
But you didn't get invited for that. You got invited because of this show.
I know, but when I got there, I spoke to Lily. You didn't. Lily and I had a chat.
Know her. I don't know her.
Well,
So.
I know her from 100 years ago.
I spoke to her. I just didn't know her. Anyway, we got to move on. So everybody, thanks again for supporting the show. We
Ron
appreciate
Russell had a show called Set the Record Straight, where I interviewed the legends of Hollywood, from Jane Russell to Tab Hunter to everybody. And that was long before Jimmy was ever in the scene. And I went to the parties of parties, my friends. I went to the Oscars. I went to the Convention Center Ball here in Palm Springs. I sat at Jane Russell's table. I was with Tony Curtis. Don't talk to me about who I am, you little pathetic radio, whatever you are. Talk show nothing.
I'll take it. I'll take it any day. And lots of big announcements for me coming up too soon, you guys. And
If it wasn't for me, your show would be shit.
Well, we know that's not true since I've got over 1 million plays on my new show in a week.
No, darling. I go by what the fans write.
Oh, I don't care about that. Anyway, you guys, we are the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. We're
not
getting ready
anymore,
to.
Not anymore.
Oh, come on, we gotta go. We gotta guess. No more joking around.
We're not going to be. We're not going to be together now. We're going to be separate.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to having my own show.
You could do that anyway.
Because I have stars on my show.
You could do that anyway. But anyway, we got to go. All right, you ready? You ready?
Okay, director.
We're going to bring on our first guest.
Bring on our first guest.
All right, you guys. I'm super excited.
Bastard. Wait till he gets on here.
Yeah.
I'm in an honorary mood. I'm going to get you. Who the fuck are you, Darryl? Nobody. Nobody.
Oh, my God. I love the background. Everybody uses that background. It's such a good background.
Oh, I didn't know I have a choice.
The first time somebody came out with that background, I thought it was really their house until I saw like two other people with that background.
That was Harvey.
Yeah, that was Harvey Brownstone.
Brownstone.
So hold on, we gotta.
Anyway,
right, we have to introduce him first. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, a karate guru, actor from The Karate Kid, and now author of a brand new book, Darryl Vidal. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys.
Well, you know what? You're looking good, you old bastard. You're looking good.
Well, coming from you, that means a lot.
You haven't aged in the 100 years since we know you.
We don't know him. You just met him recently.
When did I meet him?
Okay, so I'm going to explain the story to everybody.
Please. It's a great story.
So you guys, we were at this
Wait,
party
is
in
he
Palm
Darryl?
Springs.
He's Darryl.
No, that's a different one. You only met him once at a party a couple of months ago. That's it.
Not that Darryl, the other Darryl.
It's a different Darryl.
You look like the Darryl I'm thinking. The Darryl I'm thinking of is the actor Darryl who played. It's a kid. He was a kid actor.
No. Anyway, let me explain.
Okay, sorry, Darryl. But anyway,
Okay.
hi, Darryl.
So you guys, listen, we went to this cool party. We were invited by Sean Kanan and Michelle Kanan, and it was
Right.
the day they got their brand new puppy. And they had just
That's
gotten
right.
it. It was so little that it was like it couldn't really be touched by people.
I
And
touched it.
and Darryl was there with his wife. I think her name is April. Am I right?
That's right. Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
Darryl was there with his wife. And
Now I
I was looking, wait,
remember.
and I was looking at him, and I looked at him, and I was like, I know you from someplace, but I don't know where. But I really didn't. It's just the fact that I'm a Karate Kid fan, and I recognized him, and I followed him on Instagram for a couple of
He
years.
thought he knew you from the gay
That's right.
bathhouse.
That's right.
So I thought I knew him, but I didn't know him. But then we ended up talking for a long time, and I invited him to come on the show, and he said he wanted to wait because he has this really cool book coming out
Right.
that we're
Yep.
going to talk about in a little bit.
Great.
And
That was
so
a
we wanted
nice
to bring him
party.
on.
I love
That
the
was-
memories.
that was a
Remember
great
the
party.
memories then?
Yeah. That
It
was
was
fun.
quite a party. Yes, I remember you now, definitely from the party. No, I just got, you know what? I'm 84 years old and I'm getting confused lately. I feel like I know everybody. I walk in the street and I think I know people and I don't. So I think it's part of the age.
That's okay. My
Or-
wife does that too.
It's the fact that I've interviewed over 4,000 people.
He
Yeah.
can never remember. We watch TV literally, and like almost there's not a show that comes on TV that we haven't either met or had on the show. Somebody from that show on the show.
Or a friend of mine is
Wow,
in the
that's
movie.
amazing.
You know, I've lived a full life of interview and a
So
full life of people. I've had, oh my God, the people in my, I couldn't ever remember everybody. Impossible.
so anyway, I want to first before we go into your book, and I know
Sure.
I even got the trailer for the book off of your Instagram this morning, so we can play it for people.
Oh, awesome.
I also have a little clip from Karate Kid. But I want to talk about Karate Kid for a minute, just because for my generation, that is like the movie of our generation. That and The
Absolutely.
Breakfast Club are like the two movies of our generation. And I've been fortunate; I've met most of the people in it. I never met Pat Morita, and that's funny because you look like him now a little
I
bit
do.
now that you're older. And I
Yep.
didn't know that you were the stunt double for that crane kick thing, and
That's
that's
me.
the most, and that's like the most famous part of the whole movie.
I
So
was
I
the
like-
most famous person that nobody knows.
That's right. So I love it, and you played yourself.
Can I get in here for a second?
No, I mean finish talking, and
Wait
then
a
you
minute.
can what?
You know what the movie of my era was?
What?
Gone with the Wind.
There you go. Okay, that's fine. I bet more people have watched nowadays watch Karate Kid.
No, actually, Gone with the Wind has gotten more of views than any other movie made, still to date. Would you believe that movie? And it was nothing of a movie, but they carry on about it like it's the classic of all classics. But I'm sure your karate
So-
movie is going to make a dent somewhere, right?
What do you mean? The biggest movie of the 80s.
I don't like that shit.
I know, but I don't care if you like it. I love it, and our audience loves it. 'Cause
I
I,
don't
got
want-
25,000 likes on his picture on Instagram when I wrote that.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
because he's
Uh,
sensational.
Um,
But that doesn't mean that
no,
the karate
I wrote the
movie-
Karate Kid. That's his only real movie that he's like really got a big
That's
role.
it. That's it.
What do
He's
you
a karate instructor.
big deal?
He's a huge karate instructor.
But he's not Clark Gable.
No, he's not Clark Gable. No, so hold on. I want to go back. First of all, so you were a real because you've been doing karate forever. I wrote down on here.
That's
that
right.
You on in 2012 you became a grandmaster. I don't know what that means. Judan 10th degree black belt. I'm sure
That's
that
right.
means that's a big deal.
Well,
in-
Judan means 10th degree. So it's
Oh,
basically,
okay.
I've been teaching and training for a long, long time.
So you were already a karate person. How did you actually get the gig for the Karate Kid movie?
I used to do a lot of tournament fighting,
Uh-huh.
and they happened to be scouting for the Karate Kid at a tournament that I was performing at. So, I won the tournament, and then they came and talked to me and said, "Hey, how you want to be in a movie?"
Is your book only about?
Wait, no. His
May
book's
I
not,
speak?
no, because his
Stop
book's
directing
no, his
me.
book's not about karate. His book's about
Well,
something
let him
else. But I
talk.
want to talk about karate
You're
first.
not the interviewer.
Doesn't matter.
Interviewee. You're just the
No,
host.
we're going to talk about the book in a minute. I want to
can
finish
ask him-
Karate Kid.
I can ask him
That
whatever.
changes the subject.
I can ask whatever. Are you circumcised? I can ask any question I want.
Okay, but I want to finish Karate Kid, and then we're going to go to the book. There's going to be probably 3 or 4 million people want to hear this because this is what he's known for, and then they're going to hear about it. I know it.
My fans want to know if he's straight, if he's married,
Well,
if
you
he's
met his
available. I know I met his wife.
Right.
See how you ruin everything. You step on all my buttons. There are women
We do
out.
this
There
all the
are
time,
women
don't
out.
worry.
There are women out there who think he's hot, and they want to know if he's. They have a masturbation fantasy. They plugged in their vibrators and they're working themselves, looking at you, saying, "Oh, he's so cute. I wish I were balling him." Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you got it in it. Did the other people know how to do karate already, or did you have to teach a lot of them how to do karate, or did they have somebody else teaching them?
They did have somebody else there. I don't know if you remember the center judge,
Yes.
Pat Johnson. He was also the stunt coordinator. So he trained all the Cobra Kai people and Ralph and Pat for like several weeks. We all trained together before they actually filmed it. And that's where they got all their training. But I was already a black belt at the time.
I collect action figures, so I've got from the 80s, I've got all the Karate Kid action figures from the
Oh,
80s.
how
great.
interesting!
I have the Cobra Kai ones now.
How interesting!
And so
How
I think
interesting!
it is interesting.
Junior plays with his little
It
dolls.
doesn't make any difference.
I've got his dolls, and I put them in obscene, filthy, vulgar positions. You
He
got to
does.
see what I do with his dolls. They're
Oh
all
my God.
screwing each other. Oh, they're doing each other. I make them into like Pigville. Anyway, James.
Anyway, hold on. So then he has done. Oh wait, I want to play a clip here just for people to see because like this is so iconic. So one, I want to just play the real quick. It's a quick Karate Kid where you fight Johnny Lawrence.
Love it.
And it's
Are you
Karate Kid.
are you in scenes with Sean?
No, because Sean's not in that movie. Sean's in the third one, and he's in the first one.
Oh, okay.
That's correct. Yeah.
I'm the 80s pop culture guy, and he's like the 60s and 70s and 50s pop culture guy.
I'm from
Okay.
the 40s.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
from the
from the 40s,
1940s.
so-
But Sean Kanan is a wonderful guy,
Great
handsome,
friend. Great
and
friend.
a good actor. And I'm nuts about his wife, Michelle. We're very
She's great
close.
too. Yes.
But we're very close with Kanans. They're lovely people.
So
Not like some people I
So-
have to work with.
So this is the Karate Kid, you guys. This is Darryl's fight with Johnny, and I think you guys are going to like it. Juan, go ahead and take it away. Hang on, we'll be right back, Darryl. It's a real quick clip.
Got it.
Face, bow, ready? Get him, Johnny! Come on! Fight. Come on, get it! Come on, Johnny! Come on, Johnny! Come on, buddy! Do it! Turn. 1 point mark. Hey! Fight! Lawrence, back in your line. You all right, Vidal?
I'm okay.
1 point, Lawrence. Ready? Fight! Turn your line. Point, Lawrence. Winner!
I love it.
Look
There you
at you, a mane of black hair, and
40 years ago.
and suntan, and kicking the shit out of people, jumping in the air like a lunatic.
He asked me, "Can you still do that? Can you still
Can
do
you
that?"
still do that?
I can explain it.
I could also. We could have a fight. We could have an explanation fight, you and I. Look, I'm kicking you in the face.
Let me describe what I'm doing.
So as far as your movie career goes, I also noticed you did another film called Bullets, Blades, and Blood, and then you were in. I didn't really write any notes about it, but then I saw that you're in a big documentary though, called John G. Avildsen, King of the Underdogs, and I think he was a really big director, and it features people who are in movies with underdog stories.
Lots of people. Yeah, it was done by a great director named Derek Wayne Johnson, and it's about the director of Karate Kid and Rocky, John G. Avildsen, and so that's what that documentary is about. It's a great documentary, and
And it's
You
got
know,
everybody in it. Sylvester
It's
Stallone,
got-
Reynolds,
now may I
Martin
ask a
Scorsese,
question? That's
Carl
right.
Weathers, Luke Perry. I mean, it has everybody in it.
Now,
Done.
can I
Done.
ask
Yeah.
a question?
Okay, ask a question.
Why should I buy your book?
Well, we didn't
Oh,
talk
okay. Well, my book is all about everything that's happening right now. It's near future, but it's about artificial intelligence and taking over education. So, what would happen if AI tried to brainwash all the kids in the world via a game that they're all playing?
So I read the synopsis of the book this morning, and first of all, it's fiction, right?
Yes.
It's a fictional book. It'll make a great movie, by the way.
I think
based
so
on
too.
What I read.
Is it karate in it?
No.
No, it's nothing to do with karate.
Oh, good. Then I'll read it.
No, it's going to be a good book.
Now wait, any dirt in it?
It's about esports kids, that compete in online games. And
Yeah, but sometimes in fiction we use real people. So are you using real people but making them fictional?
yeah. All the characters are based on people that I know. Absolutely.
So am I in your book?
He didn't know.
If you want to be.
Yeah, if you want. So actually, B. Claudia is in Germany. She's a big fan of the
Yeah.
show and helps do a lot of stuff. And she says the book's not available in Germany until March. It says March till August 2025. She can't
Okay.
get it there yet. But so one thing I thought is really cool, and I thought of a comparison because literally 2 days ago while I was working, I watched The Net. And in a little ways, it has a little bit of ideas from Sandra Bullock's The Net, where it was a game company,
Yes.
going in to steal everything and take over the world, but just didn't have all the kid characters that you have in yours.
Exactly. There's
Okay,
many
is
movies and
the book
stories.
way out fictional? Is
Yes.
it way out fictional?
No, it's kind of
I
near,
like way
future.
out fictional.
Yeah.
I like when people write about things that could be, that is so preposterous that we won't believe it to be, but they are.
Well,
So, I mean,
this is where we're at today.
Are you writing about a super race of intelligent people who voted correctly?
I like the way that we summed it up, though, is that it's near future. So it's something that could happen, literally now, because
Actually, it is happening now.
It is happening.
it is
now.
with artificial
You.
intelligence
You.
and
Let's talk about the wife.
No, wait.
No.
We didn't even tell you the title of the book. Come on,
Who cares about the
everybody?
title?
He came on because
They're gonna buy the book without knowing the title.
No. All right, so you guys, we have a trailer to play. We have all kinds of stuff.
let's
to this.
play the trailer.
Hold on, you guys.
He's a
The name of the book, you
Today
guys.
he's got the cunt.
You guys, the name of the book is Minecraft: The Educational Singularity. Believe it or not, he got a quote for the opening of the book from William Zabka, you guys, the star of the Kid films, and this is what they wrote. Minecraft, The Educational Singularity provides fascinating insight into the new era of AI technology and virtual reality.
I like
a high-stakes sci-fi thriller with heroic characters engaged in the ultimate battle against the machine for the soul of humanity. So basically, this is AI trying to take over the world, which is what everybody's worried about right now in the first place.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's absolutely right.
Listen, send me a signed copy. Because I don't buy books. Send me a free signed copy. And if you don't, I will tell everybody your book sucks. and not to buy it. And we have 5 million people that watch our show. No bullshit. We're all over the world. I could destroy your book in 1 minute.
Oh, please don't do that.
No,
so send me a signed copy. I want to read this. This book sounds good.
It is.
No, it's up my alley because I love this kind of stuff. I am so bored. Like Jimmy said, there's only 30 plots that you can make a movie out of. You know that. 35 plots. Thank you for bringing something new to the world. I'm so sick of the shit that I have to deal with.
I actually read information about you on the internet, and you're kind of like a teaching science. You're kind of like a computer guy in the first place.
That's correct. I'm a technology project manager for school district.
Okay, so he's a technology project manager for the school district.
What does that mean? You're a
That
what?
means I plan large scale technology programs.
Oh, so
And you created something
excuse
too,
me,
right?
I'll read.
M-Fit or something?
Excuse me.
It's a project management methodology that I trademarked. Yeah.
I love it. So,
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're very fa-fa-fa-fa.
so you do a lot with it. You do a lot with it.
Let me reintroduce myself to you, Mr. Big
No,
Show.
hey, hang on. Do you so you do use AI a lot, like in your whole thing? Because like I don't know anything about virtual reality, but I'm on TikTok and I saw all the kids getting virtual reality glasses for Christmas.
This is exactly the concept. Is that they're
I think
using
wait,
virtual reality, but is somebody behind that brainwashing them when they're using the virtual reality?
Do you have those?
That's
Do you
a
use
question.
them? Do
I
you-
use AI a lot, but I don't do VR very much. I've used
You
it
know,
before.
kids today that use those things could go blind. Yes.
Well, that's
Well,
kind of the concept.
they have Angelina Jolie naked doing perverted positions. And
Okay.
the kids now are masturbating to virtual reality, and that's how come they'll go blind.
You gotta like love it.
Did you write that in your book?
That's not it.
So basically,
We're having fun, aren't we?
Yeah.
Let's laugh. Laughter is
Crazy.
what keeps us alive.
so basically, you have a bunch of characters in your. From what I read for the synopsis, you have characters, and they're a team of people who play the game, and it comes
That's
up
right.
that you can like win some big thing to represent the United States.
There's a global competition, kind of like the Olympics for Minecraft.
Now, what made you come up with this concept, this idea?
Oh, it's just so timely with artificial
I
intelligence
mean, the
and
book. How
esports.
did you think you could pull it off? It's a very sensitive issue and a very, very opinionated issue. And how did you think not to offend people, upset people, or whatever? Huh?
Yeah, it's
I know it's
a
fiction.
great
You
story.
know how many idiots are going to read your book and think it's real? You better put in the front page fiction in like 10-inch letters. It's true.
Oh, that's great.
I say things on this show that's a joke. Like that you were a woman once and converted to a man. And now the rumor's going to go around that you were once a woman and you converted to a man. So you got to be careful what you say on the air because jerk-offs out there don't get a joke. Years ago, we had humor. We knew a joke from reality. Today, if I say, oh, he was once a woman, now he's a man, it's going to spread like crazy.
He doesn't want that to spread. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play the actual trailer, you guys. Again, you guys, we need everybody to know the name of the book. It's called Minecraft, the educational.
What's it called?
Minecraft.
Say it again.
Minecraft.
And say it slowly.
I can't say it
because there's old people out there like
I know
me.
they're not going to read this anyway.
They certainly will. They're the intelligent ones. You think the young jerks are going to read
Yes,
that
this
book?
is made for Minecraft, the educational singularity. You guys, is the name of the book. Juan, you're going to play the book trailer. Go ahead and introduce the trailer real quick, Darryl, and we'll be right back with it after he plays it.
Yeah, just a little short clip about getting you to think about Minecraft. And remember, it's Mindcraft, not Minecraft, which is a popular game that's out there already. This is just a little tickler. Go ahead and play it.
From the Karate Kid's Darryl Vidal comes an AI-inspired thriller that transports you into a future that's closer to reality than we could ever imagine. As the world dives deeper into both virtual gaming and virtual education, Justin Turner discovers a sinister force looming within the digital underground of his favorite game, Minecraft. As the world becomes engrossed in the global Minecraft Universe Challenge, the virtual world begins to infect real-world events, threatening the lives of Justin and his band of digital mavericks. Can Justin use information from the game's chatbot to find the man behind the machine before the world succumbs to the global threat to mankind? Find out in Minecraft, the Educational Singularity. On sale December 10th, 2024. Pre-order your copy today.
I love it.
Oh, wow.
It's done very well. And this book is going to go places because of the title And it's a curiosity title, Minecraft. What is he talking about? I think I'll buy the book and read to see what this man's saying. And what you're saying is really frightening, especially we, the actors, because they can duplicate us. They can make us
They sure can.
perform.
They sure can.
They have already with me. They have me making love to some like bunch of beautiful women. And they put a penis on me that was 18 inches long, which is not far from the truth. But you know, I like what they did with my image.
I love it. I kind of like when I was watching the trailer, I was kind of like thinking you could kind of like combine Ender's Game. I don't know if you've ever seen Ender's Game.
I do
Ender's
know the
Game
books.
in the net. It's kind of like
No, but
like
really,
that.
this is I make fun of this and I have fun because our show is about fun.
Right.
But it's a serious issue. I mean, really, it is because they can steal our identity, and they can use our imagery to make money, and we get nothing.
Well, what if they store all the information that you've ever had on the internet, and then accumulated that, and then build a psychological profile of everybody, and then share that?
It's very
Yes,
they're doing that already. Yes,
it's very communist China. It's extremely communist China.
So I saw. So the book has been available since December 10th. I'm sure that you can.
Yes, it's out. Yeah.
Really, send me a copy.
Where do you go?
I'll pay the postage.
Where do you go to get it?
Anywhere books are sold, you can go to Barnes and Noble or Amazon, wherever you can order books. It's available right now in hard copy and on Kindle. So for Kindle, it's only $3.95, and then in March is when it'll be out in paperback.
How much is the book?
$19.95.
$20 for a book.
Yep.
All right,
That's good.
it's good because books today are.
But
30
you guys, here's something else. If you want to like go and get to meet Darryl and pay $30 for the book, you can get an autographed, meet him, hear him talk about it because he's got a book signing Sunday. I think is it Sunday?
That's right.
Yeah.
At the Marietta Hot Springs Resort in Marietta, California.
Marietta, California.
Where the hell is Marietta?
No,
It's in Southern California.
it's in
I know,
Southern
I know.
California. I googled it. It's 65 miles from Palm Springs. I don't know where it is.
That's where we just drive over the hill and we're over Palm Springs.
Of course, I won't have to go that 65-mile distance. I'm just going to go to my mailbox and see my free copy, free autographed copy.
But I want to so tell people again, how do they get tickets to that, or how do they get to go to that? How do they sign up for that so people know?
There's actually a Facebook event called the Book Launch Minecraft: The Educational Singularity. If you look me up on Facebook, I have the Vidal Kempo because of my karate background, right? Vidal Kempo is my Facebook, and you'll find the event there. Also on my Instagram, if you put in Darryl Vidal.
Do you think you're going to get controversy on this book?
It's so topical. I don't think there's controversy as much as there'll be, curiosity and concern, because
Where do you lean in this book? Do you lean on yes or do you lean on no?
Well, I lean on yes, because I believe that AI will always work for man.
Actually, yeah.
But it's going to fuck up Hollywood.
It's going to do better things. They're saying now that AI, that it's going to come. They're going to start using it. They get
and my career is over.
No, they're going to it's going to cure cancer. It's going to cure all the diseases and stuff.
All right.
They just signed a thing today: 100,000 jobs and $500 billion to the U.S.
How is it going to cure cancer and AIDS?
Well, I think a big part of it is about early detection. So it can collect all this data about you and your body, and you enter that data. And
are you kidding? My data said I should have been dead 5 years ago.
Well, there you go.
I think, according to my data, I died 5 years ago.
I think it's a genius idea. I think young people are going to eat this up.
I love the concept. I love the whole thing.
The fact that it's like, kind of like a team of people, because everybody loves that kind of stuff. It's almost like they're a video game superhero team.
Listen, get that book to me before March because I'm flying to Florida and I need something to read when
Okay. It's
I know
coming.
that's the only time I ever read is when I'm flying because I can't do anything else but read.
So you guys,
So whether the book is good or bad, I read it because I have no other choice. So your book, I really want to read because I think there's a lot of stuff in your book I could fight with you about and
You
agree
will
with
love it.
about.
You
and
will love it.
agree with you.
I've heard really good things.
No,
from
but
it.
I've heard bad things about reality.
I know, but you only listen to
No,
what
no,
people
no,
put
no,
on
no, no.
Facebook.
No, I don't listen to the assholes on Facebook. Oops, my fans. My fans on Facebook, my dear fans. I don't listen to all 5,000 of them. If I did, I'd be nuts. But I feel that the accumulation of who I am is private. And I don't think I want it to be where other people can manipulate it and use it to their advantage. This is inhuman.
It is. That's
it's
normal.
inhuman.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you.
I'm against that part, but I am with you on the making people well. That part.
I think that you're at the top of a conversation that this is going to be the
I think
biggest.
your book's going to be number one on this bestseller
It's the
list.
biggest topic in
Yeah.
the world right now, and what's going to happen with it. The fact that you came up with a fictional idea of what could happen. In the chat room, they want to know if you've ever heard the name John von Neumann. He was a mathematician who died in 1957, but he had a lot to do with like artificial intelligence.
Yeah, yeah. He was early in machine learning.
Yes.
Yeah, I have heard of him. Yeah. I do a lot of reading.
Well, you're coming on our show. Opened your book up to a lot of people.
Thank you.
Because we have over
Appreciate it.
we have over 5 million viewers all over the world. We're international, and we are the number one talk show. Believe it or not, this crazy show is number one.
Wow, that's amazing.
And
Thank you for having me.
And our viewership is good. So what I'm really saying is, we gave you about $60,000 worth of publicity. And for that, you could send me a fucking book.
Okay. Now it's time to be finished with that.
I want to play with that. I have fun with that. He's a good guy. You have a good sense of humor.
So you guys want to make
you could take the jokes.
If you want to follow and find out more information too, you can follow at Rockbreaker Boy. Is there an actual website for the book, or do you have a website that people can go to find out about the book, or where do they?
Well,
Amazon.
My Instagram at Rockbreaker Boy will get you to the book at the event. If you go into the bio, there's a link tree, and you can see everything for my book, where it is on Amazon, how to buy the book, about the event. So,
yeah. One thing I forgot to add, it's a hardcover, right?
It's on hardcover right now and Kindle, which is electronic. And then in March we come out paperback.
You hear it while you're driving?
No. That's Kindle is reading it on a document, like when you read with your scripts.
Oh, right.
Okay.
No, what's the other one when you hear it?
That's an audio.
Is it an audio yet?
There's an audio version for Kindle, so that you can have any Kindle book can be read.
Read it. You can listen to it.
Yeah.
And you have all these choices, folks.
All these choices. Yep.
So now, do you hang out with like all the other like karate people? Like we've had a couple of them on the show. We had
absolutely
all of them.
We had Cynthia Rothrock on the show.
Oh yeah, she's a good friend of mine.
Matthias Hughes.
I don't know him, but I was just with Cynthia in November of last year. We did an event together, and Sean Kanan again. He and his wife are great friends of ours, and then Ron Thomas, who was Bobby Brown.
On the show too. Yeah, we had him on the show.
And they were all warned. They were all warned. Do not upset Ron because he'll kick the shit out of all of you.
We also we went to an Academy Award party and met Don the Dragon Wilson too. He was really nice.
He was there when I was in November.
All the karate people so far have been nice.
Oh, you have to meet Matthias Hughes then. I don't know if he's really a karate guy, but he's in a lot of action movies where he plays like the big tough karate guy. But I don't know if he's like karate like you guys are karate. You know, I know Cynthia just had her. Just had a movie premiere for her Black Rock movie.
Nice,
Black Creek.
Black Creek. That was.
What about the guy that we met at Sean's book signing? That nice fella. He was like a big star of the karate movies. He was there.
I don't know who.
But who was a star of the karate?
Well, there's a million of them. Oh, we actually interviewed Ralph Macchio too.
Ralph,
Oh, great.
I interviewed Ralph. He's a sweetheart. Nice guy.
Yes.
But the guy that I'm talking about, he was in a blue jumpsuit, and he was at Sean's book signing, and he's a terrific fella. He became like our best friend.
Well, obviously not.
Anyway,
He was probably playing a character. He probably wasn't actually a character because I know all the karate people.
anyway, he was.
I love those. So
he was in Sean's movie.
So what are some of your favorite? Like my favorite karate movie of all time is Best of the Best. And we've had Eric Roberts on the show too, but Best of the Best is like the first one. The rest of them weren't any good.
My favorite is Enter the Dragon. Bruce
Great
Lee.
movie.
Yeah,
that's a great movie too.
All-time favorite.
And Sean has run a distance with this because he's on his third book.
Yes, he has.
Karate Marriage, I think, with Michelle.
Cobra Couples.
Are you going to that book signing?
I won't. I'm not available, but I did get.
You're not available?
It's February 8th in the desert.
It's such a big shot. You're not available. What are you, President Trump? President Trump, you're not available. No, we're going to be there. We'll be. I thought we could see you again and get a hug.
Well, yeah, I have a couple of conflicts on that day, but so I'll try to connect with you.
So is Sunday your first book signing then? The first one you're doing?
Yes.
Perfect. Then you got to figure out whoever sets up all Sean's book signings at Barnes and Noble.
I had a book signing for my previous book over there at Just Fabulous.
Oh yeah, you got.
Oh yeah, Just Fabulous. Yes.
Yeah.
You got to do a
I'm trying to get in touch with them and do one there again.
Oh no, so what's your first book?
Wait, Darryl.
Oh, I actually have like 10 books. So.
Oh, are they all karate books or what kind of books are they?
No, most of them are about technology and education.
Oh, I probably wouldn't really like those.
Yeah, they're for people in.
I like this one
education.
Just when I read the synopsis of it, I was thinking of what it would look like if I was making a movie, and I was like, this could be a really, a really good movie.
Yeah, well, you could put me in touch with your movie people, and we'll make a movie out of it.
Absolutely, I am the movie people.
I tell so many people to do their book signings in Palm Springs, and then they say it's not a big enough audience, and I say yes, but all the queens are smart, and the queens like to learn, and the queens like to read, and the queens buy, because Tab Hunter had his book signing here in Palm Springs, and he ran out of books. The girls were buying the books like crazy.
Actually, Sean sold all his too when he was here.
Yeah, so come to It's really a big audience here. A book audience.
I'll be there. We love.
So go to the Barnes and Noble that Sean's doing on February 8th.
You know why they sell books here? People come here and lay in lounges in the sun, so they're bored. They read. They read. Don't your PR people do you have a PR person?
No.
You should get Jimmy. He'll sell you all over the place.
Okay.
He's the number one PR company. He and Eileen Shapiro. Don't you know who we are? Didn't you investigate us? I wondered why you didn't stand at attention and salute.
I love it. So how is your wife? I hope everything is
yes,
good with
now
your
let's get to
she's
the wife.
Great. She's been very busy doing her dance classes.
Woman. How did that jerk like
what does she do?
She teaches dance classes in Murrieta.
She was dressed so cool the night that we were there.
And she's such a stunning woman. She was so charming and delightful and so unlike you. And I said to Jimmy, how did he get a girl like that? He must have a lot of money to get a woman like that.
No, she's great.
And I read that you guys have been together since I don't know, maybe the 80s?
Yeah, 86.
Yeah, 1986. So that's a long time.
It showed. Yeah. It showed.
Coming on 39 years.
You could tell.
So you guys follow Darryl. He, like I said, he's Rock Breaker Boy on. So how did you come up with Rock Breaker Boy? Is a Rock Breaker? Is that like a term in karate or something?
Actually, one of the demos I would do is I'd actually break a rock with my hand.
Oh.
So I came up with a stupid name.
How many pages is your book? Over 300?
No, I think it's under 300.
Good, because anything over 300 is really hard to read.
243.
Perfect amount of pages. A quick read. It's a fast read.
That's right.
I love it. I think it's
I
terrific.
can't wait to read your free book.
So let me ask you another
No,
question.
you know what? Let me tell you, Darryl, that's quite a compliment because we have many writers that come on, and I do not ask for a book.
Oh,
Oh, no,
So-
that's
don't
actually,
worry.
that's actually true.
Because I have a book collection from Sophia Loren, Tab Hunter, Jane Russell, all signed by them. And your book would go in with that collection. It's quite a collection I have. A
Wonderful.
book. I don't even know what your book's about, but I like it already. And if I'm disappointed in it, I will contact you and tell you it was a shitty read. And you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah. B. Claudia in the chat room says she's loving it. She's going to get the book for her.
Yeah, I'm
Awesome.
excited.
Thank you so much.
I am excited about reading your book because it's a new thinking.
She
Hallelujah.
says she has a cousin who's 78 now, but he was a karate sport professional since the 70s, and he's a black belt, and she thinks he'll. And she's from Germany. She's fabulous.
Darryl, are there other books out with the same subject matter that you wrote about?
Not that I wrote about. No, my other books are about
Your book is
nonfiction.
going to be informative.
Yeah,
Oh,
a year
yes.
from now, and a year from now, everybody's going to be copying your book.
No, they'll
Yeah,
be.
that's-
I've already got the sequels planned out. So
Oh, good for
two or three
you.
coming. Yeah.
How many do you have in print?
You mean what? Different titles?
No.
How many books do you have printed so far?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you is it self-published or you?
No. I have a publisher, Phoenix Morai. These are my publisher.
Lara, you know who Lara Spencer is?
For the
Who
name.
Born in America, Lara Spencer. She's a family friend, my daughter's friend forever. And Lara wrote her first book. And she said, Ron, I was 3,000 in print. And I sold out. Then they went to second print, 6,000. And she sold out.
Wow.
And she said to me, you make shit on the first print. You get like 2 cents a book.
This will be a better deal because it's different because that was a long time ago.
That was a long time. But
you're going to sell a lot of books because I had a shitty book that I put out, a fiction book, and I sold 600 copies, and it really wasn't even that good.
That's great.
The grammar was terrible.
No, it wasn't.
The spelling was awful.
Not.
And the subject matter made no sense.
No, I did a vampire story, and I got 600. I sold 600 books, but I didn't even print it. Though it was only on Kindle.
He spelled vampire, VAMPHIRE.
No, I didn't. So anyway, I have a question for you. So how many books then will there be? Like Twilight's, 3 books or whatever it is. Like, how many books are you planning to do then? Because that way we can figure out.
He's got to do at least 6,000.
Oh well, yeah. I'm thinking, there's at least 2 follow-on books that I have already got in my mind. So
that's the question I wanted. Are you in the first printing or the second?
No. He's talking about books.
I'm talking about books.
No, he's got one book and then the sequel and then the next sequel.
No.
That's what he's talking about.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
The book that I'm talking about.
He doesn't know how many he's printed. The publishers do that. They don't.
Well, he has to know how many he's making.
He's not going to tell people how many books he's published and how many books are printed. You don't tell people that. It's like telling people how much money you make every year. You don't tell.
I don't make any money with you. You don't pay me a penny.
Anyway, no,
not one penny.
I think that you could. I think that it sounds really good, and so my 2 favorite movie franchises are Twilight and Harry Potter. And I was waiting for another Ender's Game. I thought there would be another one.
Because I've had writers come on and say, I'm in my second printing.
That doesn't mean anything. They don't tell you how many were in the first printing.
No, but they say they're in the. I just want to know. Are you in your first printing or your second?
Just came out. The book just came out.
First printing.
The book just came out.
All right, now I got to do my pitch. Everyone out there, buy this book so we get a second printing.
All right.
We like that. No, we totally like that. I think it's terrific. So you guys, again, the name of the book, Mindcraft. I want to make sure I say it correctly because he corrected me before nicely, but that actually saying I didn't say it correctly. Mind with a D. Mindcraft, the Educational Singularity. Check it out. It's going to be great. There's going to be a movie coming out on it, and
you're going to come back.
I'll be back anytime.
And you're going to tell me how many printings you got.
Absolutely.
And you're going to ask me if I love the book.
I'm going to ask that for sure.
My free copy.
So let me ask you another question, not related to the book. So you've done a little bit of acting. They never came to you to be like in Cynthia Rothrock movies and stuff like that, because you could easily have done all that kind of stuff. Or did you not want to do that, or maybe I'm looking, or what happened?
I don't really put myself out there for that. Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I know a lot of those people. Cynthia, like I said, I was just with her in November. But
I think you're cute, and I think
you should do it.
I think you're very cute, and the women have definitely go after you. I could see the ladies hitting on you, throwing their panties at you. I could see that.
I'll tell April.
Yeah, tell April, and make sure you please send her our best.
You know what? You know what? Let April know. A little jealousy stimulates the marriage of 100 years.
Okay.
Let her get jealous.
He does it to me all the time.
Well, I can't help it. No matter where I go, men hit on me. I don't know why, but they do.
He gets hit on by men, by women,
and I'm as old as the pyramids. So I don't know. But anyway, jealousy stimulates a marriage. I firmly believe that. Because if your wife thinks other women want you, she's going to want you more. But if she thinks nobody wants you, she's going to say, what the fuck am I doing with him? Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
He's like, I guess I don't know what to say.
Listen, if you were gay and I was single, I'd pick you up.
But you're not single, so it's not going to happen.
He's got a nice laugh. He's handsome. He's a delightful man.
Absolutely.
And if you have a couple of bucks, you're a catch.
So you guys get the book. Get the book. Again, Mindcraft, The Educational Singularity. Follow Darryl at Rockbreaker on Instagram. And get the book. And also, if you're near Marietta.
Marietta. No Mary.
It's Murietta. Murietta. It's not Marietta. It's Murietta. Yeah.
Don't you want to punch him in the fucking face? Don't you want to hit him? Isn't he the kind of guy you want to give one punch right in the mouth?
It's Murietta, you guys. If you're in Murietta Sunday, he's got a signing. You can get it, and you can hear him talk about the book, do a little reading from the book, probably take a picture, and support independent authors, you guys. Like these guys want to make it big, and we need to sell a lot of books so we can get money to make a movie.
Now under Trump's rule, we have freedom of writing and freedom of speech again, which is something we didn't have before. Because I made many attempts to write, and I couldn't, because what I was going to write would not pass the censorship, which was ridiculous. So now writers, comedians already, friends of mine that are stand-up guys that I talk to, they say, Ron, we're free again. We can do our jokes. We can make fun of people. We can make fun of each other.
He loves to make fun of. Actually, he doesn't make fun of people. No, he doesn't make fun of people. Actually.
I have fun with people.
He has fun with them, but he doesn't. Make
I never make fun of anyone.
I'm having fun right now.
Good.
I know. I didn't make fun of you. I just had fun with you, and
yes.
I know that. And I know that. Listen, your laughter and your responding to my humor encouraged me to go further with you. I knew the boundary. I knew my boundaries with you. You have a great sense of humor. I think you and I could be buddies if I knew you personally, because you're very delightful. You're a charming man. You really got it all. Now
Thank you. I love you guys.
Send that $100 check to me, and it's Russell with 2 L's and 2 S's.
All right, you guys. So this is it. This is Darryl Vidal. Please support him. Go back and watch the Karate Kid. So I can't believe they should have put you in Cobra Kai somehow.
They will.
There's still one more part left.
Oh, so that means there's a possibility. I would love it if you were in it. I love watching it. Yes. Either way, congratulations on all your accomplishments. Congratulations on the new book. And it'll be a great movie. I know it will, and I look forward to reading it. And thanks so much for coming on the show. Is it going to be a movie?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Is there a movie script for it?
He's working on it.
Working on it.
Is there a part for me?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Do you need 100-year-old?
There is a
After you
part.
read the book, you'll find out if there's a 100-year-old character for you, or you can play an AI character.
I mean, you know what, Darryl? I'm so excited. I'm in a movie coming up called Zombie with a Shotgun. So that's the extent of my career.
Actually, it's going to be a phenomenal movie.
It is going to be.
The first one was a big hit, and the second one's going to be
It's a good script. It's a good script. It really
Wonderful.
is.
Can't wait to see it.
Based on a comic book. It's really big.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a big following, so it'll
Right.
be really good. All right, so we're going to let you go. Darryl, thank you so much.
Thanks,
We'll
guys.
see you soon.
Take care, babe.
Bye-bye.
Hope to see
Bye.
you in person.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.
Very soon. Okay,
Bye
bye.
bye. Bye bye, Darryl. What a
There
nice
you go. What a nice guy.
What a terrific guy. This guy is buddy material. He is so sweet and nice and fun and wonderful person to be with.
Absolutely.
Very up. And that book has got to be outrageous. I'm sure it's going to be very, very provocative.
I don't think it's because it's really a young
No,
adult
but
novel.
The subject matter is provocative. It's a very, very.
Remember that movie, The Net, with Sandra Bullock?
Yes.
It's like that. The people trying to
I
take over
know,
the world through the computer.
But that subject right now is #1 in Hollywood. Everybody in Hollywood is screaming, "Don't steal our identity."
I know, but it's not really about. It's more about virtual reality.
Well, what do you think
It's stealing
virtual
your mind.
reality
No,
is?
virtual reality and AI are two different
They
things.
did it already with a couple of actors. They put their image in a commercial and they're being sued.
I know, but this isn't the same as that. This is not like
How do you know? You read the book?
I read
IQ?
I read all about the book. I read pages
But you
and
didn't
pages.
read the book.
Yes, but I know what it's about.
Well,
and
you
it's
don't
not
have
about
the-
that.
you don't-
It's more of like
You know what?
it's like a superhero team of kids who
You
are
know
good at a
what?
video game.
You know
don't
what?
watch any of those movies.
I
so
want
you don't see it.
alimony for 2 years. I want to be kept in the lifestyle I'm used to, and I'm contacting our attorneys tomorrow.
Yes.
You're out. You're finished.
Right. Anyway,
I want the house, the dog, the
yes.
cards, the bank book.
that's the one thing I read all about it. So it's a fictional story based on it's basically like a team. You would like it from the video game aspect because basically it's about video game.
I'm going to enjoy
a video game company
I will-
taking over the world.
I am reading the
like
book.
The Net.
I am reading the book on the plane to Florida.
All right, you guys. So we're gonna take a music break, real quick. Let's gonna play Nicotine Dolls, What Makes You Sad, and then when we come back, we'll come on with our second guest. So let's do it, everybody. Here's the Nicotine Dolls, What Makes You Sad.
Talk to me. She wants to know what's soft inside that's tearing me up into the pieces on the floor, you see. I don't have an answer for you now. Stick around, I'll find a reason. Tell me what makes you sad. Tell me what makes you sad. You said tell me what makes you sad. Oh, tell me what makes you sad. Every breath and stopping word that's falling out of me. It's like a hammer to the knees of who I wanna be. Somebody who's easy to be around. My adjective is overwhelming. Tell me what makes you sad. Tell me what makes you sad. You should tell me what makes you sad. Oh, tell me what makes. I said when it's more than you know. It's more than you know. It's more than you know. It's more than you. If I said too much, I realize you made a choice in loving me. You regret you run away from the falling house into another person's arms. Straight into stronger makes you sad. You said, tell me what makes you sad. Oh, tell me what makes. I said, well, it's more than you know. It's more than you know. Oh, it's more than you know. It's more than you. Tell me what makes you sad.
Hey, everybody. All right. So that was the Nicotine Dolls. The name of the song was What Makes You Sad. I love them to death. Now we're going to bring on our second guest, and let's rock and roll with Parrish Randall. Is he there?
Hello.
There we go. Hey, Parrish, how you doing? I don't hear you.
Parrish.
Say something, Parrish. We don't have any here. We can't hear you. Can you hear us? Wave your hand if you can hear us. Uh-oh.
Another bomb.
Hey,
There he is.
I'm
Wait.
doing good. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go. It seems like we have a little bit of a lag. Let's
And
see.
you know what? You look like Liam Neeson. I thought you were Liam Neeson for a second. No, didn't he? When you first came on, and that's a compliment because he's one hell of a handsome guy.
I can't hear you.
He can't. Hey, Juan, what's going on?
I think we have a connection. Okay, I'm here.
Can you hear me? Up, he's going to bring you out and bring him back. Bring him back when you think you got it going, Juan. And we'll get it all going. I love it. The last time he was on, he just had the phone call in.
I don't think he. That's good luck.
Oh no, he'll work it out. Hey B, I'm glad you liked that last guest a lot. Hello to Parrish Randall when he gets back out, and it was cool that he actually had heard of the mathematician guy you mentioned in the
That was
article.
That was a fun interview, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm asking the chat room.
Yes, it was fun. They all said it was fun. That he was a great guest. So
Yeah, but I don't read the chat room. You do.
I know, but I'm telling you what they said.
How many smacks in the face do you want?
I don't want any smacks in the face.
I'm going to give you 9.
No. Yeah, they're saying he was fabulous.
I thought he was a great guest.
No, he was a great guest.
And I'm excited about his book. I really want to read his book.
Absolutely. So maybe we take a music break while we're working on getting Parrish in there, because I do have one more song we could play. Juan, can we play one more song? We can play Stefano's Why I'm Here. He has a new song coming out that we're going to be playing soon. I'm trying to get him back on the show. But if you're hearing me, let's play Stefano Why I'm Here while we're trying to figure out what's going on with Parrish.
Reflection in the mirror. Try to be strong, but nothing's clear. It's been a long day, yeah, it's been a long year. Ma keeps calling, saying, listen here. Kick them doors open, your kingdom will come. Don't lose hope, son, stay full of love. So I drown my fears and I swam to change. Now watch me run through the pouring rain. This is why I'm here. This is what I'm here for. Stop doing things I don't wanna do. Guess it's cool, cause it brought me to you on this windy road. Yeah, friends come and go, but I got you here now and you're all I know. You wake me up, you hold me down, you never leave, you are my crown. There's no question, it's crystal clear. Now I know, this is why I'm here. This is what I'm here for. This is why I'm here. reflection in the mirror. Try to be strong, but nothing's clear. It's been a long day, it's been a long year. Now I know this is why I'm here.
Legend.
Hey everybody! So thanks so much for checking that, Stefano. We're gonna try and get him back on the show. He's got a new song out. Let's see if we can hear our guest now. If we got it worked out. Hopefully we do. There's a little lag there though. Hey Parrish, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Is it on his end?
I don't know if it's on his end or our end. Hey Parrish, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're breaking up back and forth.
Are you near the router?
I can hear you. I think we've got. Okay,
we got to get closer to the router.
I can see you, but you're froze.
Oh, see, for us, you're froze. There you go. How about, are you on a phone or a computer? Are you on a phone or a computer? Juan, see if he text him to see if he can. He has a bad connection. If he can do it from if he has an iPhone, he can do it from an iPhone because that'll work better than a computer, maybe. It's like we can't really hear him, and we can barely see him. Do you have a? I wonder if he can hear you. Let's see. I'll type it in the chat room. Do you have an iPhone? If so, use it.
Try that.
Oh, there's a little bit better. Or get closer to the router. So we can see it. Because it's not really good. Juan, see if you take him off and see if you can talk to him about it. See if he can go either on an iPhone
or... I have a...
Oh, now it's better.
Hold on. Let's try it.
All right, try going in on the iPhone.
You got it?
Yeah, you should. With an iPhone, you should be able to just click the link. You don't have to do a whole lot.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. But you're frozen. Try it on an iPhone because it might work better. All right, you guys. So this is Parrish Randall. We're trying to work it out. And hopefully we'll get him where we can hear him and see him in a second. He was actually one of the very first guests back when it was just called the Jimmy Star Show, which is a long, many years ago. He's a horror movie actor. I was really excited when we had him on the first time because we were just starting out and we were so happy to get all these people that have been in all these fabulous movies. And he was in Chillerama with Tim Sullivan. And Tim Sullivan was like one of the big directors of the time who was gay, and so he was really cool. Which we have a trailer for that. Yeah, Tim Sullivan was, not Parrish, but Tim Sullivan was. I don't know what happened to him too. I was going to ask Parrish if he knows what happened to him because he kind of disappeared.
He went to Fairyland.
And no, I don't think so. I always wanted to get him back on there. Can you hear us? Because you're moving better now. Hey, Juan, take his speaker off. Can he hear us? He's muted. I didn't mute him. Oh, unmute yourself, Parrish. Unmute yourself and see if we can hear you. Oh no, dead silence. Parrish, see if you can unmute yourself. There we go. Up, it was unmuted, but it keeps going back on again. We can actually see you now. Like you're not fuzzy and foggy or anything. But I don't know how you unmuted it. Juan, how does he unmute it? Can you unmute him, Juan? Okay, now he's unmuted. Now say something.
We're unmuted.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you and we can see you.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
He's still freezing.
Okay, don't worry about that.
We can hear. Okay, you're actually moving now. A little.
Okay.
Well, maybe we can get through this, you know?
Hey, I hope so. I forgot about that Texas drawl that you have when you speak. because it's been such a
glad
long
to
time.
be here. Been a long
Good.
time.
Yes, it's been a very long time. All right, let me do an introduction. Hey, everybody, this is writer, producer, director, and
Yeah.
actor Parrish
Yeah,
Randall.
we all have it. I mean,
we still have a lag though, because you're going in and out, so we can't really hear it. Are you on an
okay,
iPhone?
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Are you on an iPhone though, or are you on the computer? Because now he's frozen again. I think it's going to be better if we put you on a if you do it on a phone. I think your Wi-Fi will be better. If you can do it, see if you can do it. Juan, let's pull him out and see if we can do it so we can sound better. Oh, there he's going with the phone now. Let's see, he's working on it, and we can see and kick him out of this one and bring him in on the new one. All right, everybody. So
Okay, can you hear me now?
yeah,
Yay!
we can hear you and we can see you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
can you
it's
hear
working.
us?
I can't hear you.
Oh shit. Okay, Juan, what can I tell him to do so he can hear us? Do you have your volume up? Oh, he can't hear me, so I can't see. Is volume up? Hang on. Is volume up? Read in the thing. Hang on. Is the volume up? Make sure your
Okay,
volume.
I've got my audio on default and my mic is opened up. I can see you guys. I just can't hear you.
Okay, Juan, got any ideas what I can do to help fix that? Send it in the chat.
Stop ringing.
I can't help it. I wring my hands when I'm like nervous.
Yeah,
What do you
but
want me to
don't get
do?
nervous. Nobody gets nervous on television. Only amateurs.
I'm not an amateur. Huh, okay. Juan, you got any ideas of how I can tell him to get the sound going? There's got to be a button that we can hit someplace that he's like not hitting. Oh shit! I don't know what to do. I don't have any idea how to fix this. Headphones or check volume. You know, what? Do you have headphones? See. Oh, see if he's reading. Do you have headphones? I don't know how that's gonna actually. Or check volume. Check volume. Oh, I heard something. I heard you. Oh, he can't hear us.
That's right. He can't hear.
He can't hear us. I don't know how to fix it. Oh, I don't know. Juan, pull him out and see if you can talk to him, because I don't know how to do it. Like, I don't know what to do, and like we sound stupid now sitting here like this. So pull him out and see if you can like talk to him somehow behind the scenes, and work with him, because I don't see a way to fix it. Oh, he's saying, wait a second. Smile, you're on candid camera. I think, Juan, pull him out and see if you can talk to him. Find a way to talk to him.
Forget it. Next time.
Because we're.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us? Wonder if there's something wrong with my
Pass
mic.
on it. We're
No.
too long.
No.
Too long.
No.
Pass on
No. Hang on, Juan. Is there anything I have wrong on my end that he can't hear me? I'm going output, right? You hear me, right, Juan? I don't think he can see the chat on the phone. Hang on. Chat. Look at chat. Hang on. Look at chat. All right, let's pull him out, Juan, and see if you can. Let's just pull him out because we'll talk about something else and we'll see if we can get him back, or if not, see if you can. But I think that Ron and I can just talk about something fun. So Ron already let the cat out of the bag. We're going to be doing Zombie with the Shotgun pretty soon, you guys. We're also going to be doing Red River, and there's a good chance.
In Red River, I'm doing a cameo for my good friend Ming Ballard. I play what do I play? A scientist for a very short clip. But Shotgun, I have a good part.
And we also are going to be shooting Saving Paradise this year. And
I have a good part in saving Paradise.
And then at the end of the year, it might wait until January. We're going to be shooting O Negative, which Ron is the star of.
Yeah, that one I'm excited about.
We also have a film called Bunny Man that's going to get made later this year, and possibly should have another one called Cry Havoc, directed by a really big horror movie director.
But O Negative, I'd like to talk about because not because I'm in it, but because it's a whole new concept of what a vampire is. It's nothing like the vampires you've ever seen before. It's a totally new, scary thing because your neighbor, anybody could be a vampire because vampires don't look like vampires. They're not white with black eyes and capes. They're just like you and I. They're just people living in your community. And that's what makes it so wonderful. I have a daughter who finds out that I'm gay and finds out that I'm a vampire. So I have to now teach my daughter what being a vampire is all about. And I take her to an enchanted land of munchkins, and it's like Disney or like Wizard of Oz. It's going to be a fabulous movie. I can't wait to see it.
Also, for you guys who are fans of John Wells, when we had him on, because we got millions of plays with that. His new movie, Devil's Night, that he stars in is out, and lots of people who've been on our show are in it. Paul Gunn is in it. It's a Mahal Brothers film called Devil's Night, and Don just told me that it's available and that we should watch it. It's really good. So everybody check out Devil's Night, and then hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, damn, we hit it.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
All right, everybody, we'll go back to it. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, writer, producer, director, actor, Parrish Randall, who was on our show, you guys, before Ron was on it.
Before the show was a success.
Good to meet you, Ron.
Like 15
Nice to
years.
meet
Yeah, so
you.
this is my cool, outrageous man about co-host, Ron Russell. This is
Excellent.
Who saved his show from when you were on?
Oh,
I
yeah,
like, hey, is that a Bronx accent? Is that Bronx? I mean,
No, Brooklyn, baby.
See, I don't know. I've been to New York. I've done like 3 films up there, but yeah, I have yet to distinguish.
No, I'm old antique Brooklyn. They don't talk like me anymore. I talk like they did 100 years ago.
No, you talk like Goodfellas, man. It's like it's kick ass.
You know what? Sometimes out here I start to sound like a faggot with dog and water. When they say that, I shot her beaver. Get out of here. Give me a break. I fly back to Brooklyn and I go sit in the restaurant with all the guineas and I eat my Italian food and I get my accent back. I don't want to ever lose my accent. It's so much a part of me.
Right. You know, a good actor friend of mine, he's 89. God bless him. Joe Don Baker, who played Buford Pusser in Walking Tall.
Yes.
He hails from my hometown. He's been a friend since 1997, I guess. You know, he and my dad went to school together. Anyway, he told me I had an agent in about 2002 that said, lose the goddamn. Can I say that? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, you can. He's joking.
No,
Okay.
your accent is part of you. And guess
Yeah,
what?
I had an agent that said, lose that accent. And Joe Don said, fuck that agent. Never lose your accent. So,
I love Don Baker. I actually watched Walking Tall not too long ago.
Listen, you want to hear me lose my accent? And then you tell me what I sound like. Now, we will interview you. And I'm sure that we will give you a very good interview. I sound like a big fan.
He can say that because we're married.
I sound like
well, congratulations. How long have you guys been married?
11 years.
11 years.
13.
Oh my God! Is it
13 years.
Been that long?
Oh, wow.
God,
Well, hey, my wife and I hit 39 years this month.
Oh, I love it. So now, where do you actually live? First of all, where did you live the first time you were on the show, like 15 years ago?
Okay, I have actually been, I guess, bi-coastal. It's like LA, Texas, back and forth. Okay. I kept an apartment out there for a long time. And my wife, God bless her, I've had a very supportive wife who allowed me to pursue the acting thing and be away from home for, a month or two, sometimes at a time. Sometimes she would come out, but she had her own career, and her career was in Texas. It wasn't one that she could leave. So probably back then, yes, I had the apartment in Santa Monica and the home here in Texas, which actually I let the apartment go probably about, oh God, about 6 years ago. My wife became ill with rheumatoid arthritis and a number of other issues. And so it was just, I still do the movies, but I have someone who stays with her to help her. And I jet out and I do the films. And as soon as I wrap, they jet me back.
So wait, where in Texas are you?
Okay. You've heard of Waco, right?
Yeah.
Well, I am about 10 minutes outside of Waco.
Okay. Is that anywhere near Pilot Point, Texas? Have you ever heard of Pilot Point?
I've heard not, well, Pilot Point, God, it's not really.
I'm shooting a film in Pilot Point, Texas, which I don't know where, later this year, and I'm also shooting one someplace near Houston, I think.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna remember that you're an actor that lives there, though, because
call me up, man.
Cool. Absolutely. So what's been going on? So you guys, I was telling everybody before when we couldn't get through, the first time we had you on, and at the same time, around the same time, we had Tim Sullivan on, and you did.
Right.
The Chillerama had a bunch of little segments, and you were in the segment. I was a teenage werebear, which I thought was awesome.
Had a good time.
Have you seen? Like, I don't know where Tim Sullivan disappeared.
I don't either. I heard from Tim for here and there for about a year afterwards, after we did Chillerama, or after Chillerama came out, and then the last I heard, he had put together, like, a coffee table book, photos, horror theme photos. But then he seemed to have fallen off the map. I've lost touch with him. I don't know what he's doing.
I even Googled him and tried to find him today.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I was Googling him because you were coming on, and I was on IMDb looking at all your credits.
He was the gay actor?
He was a gay director. Big director.
Well, he directed and he acted.
Look, maybe he's living in dread.
No, I don't think so. Actually, he has his production company. I was thinking about contacting it just to see what's going on because he disappeared, but I was a teenage werebear was a great little segment, and that's kind of like how I first kind of knew. And then you had done Circus of the Dead. You did a bunch of cult favorite Circus of the Dead, which I read now that they're doing a sequel.
Yeah. They call me and they wanted to send the script around to me for Circus of the Dead Part 2. I'm an actor, and I will say Circus of the Dead, the original. Man, I've done like 20 something films. I've kind of lost count, really. More than what's on the IMDb, actually. But anyway, there's a whole list on the IMDb if you want to go check them out. But Circus of the Dead gave me a chance as an actor to really play a range of emotions. I play a guy in the original and this is not giving anything away because, hell, this is what's going to happen from the get-go. I play a guy he's your average everyday guy. He works. He's got a family. His wife, though, his wife is murdered. His kids are kidnapped. And this guy I play, Don, he goes through pure hell to get his kids back for the whole movie. And the ending is a gut punch. I read the script, and I knew I wanted that role. And I got it, and I was.
We actually had so from that film on our show, we've had Chanel Ryan, Brad Potts, Bill Obers Jr. comes on all the time. He's a friend of ours, and Tiffany Fest. They've all were on the show. Sometime.
Yeah. Hey, Chanel played my wife, Tiffany. And then Tiffany Burke-Fess, she played an unfortunate victim that I was forced by the evil psychopaths who are painted up like clowns. My character was forced to kill poor Tiffany's character. So
Ron lately has been the king of the clown movies. He did Clowny, which isn't out yet, Clown Motel 2, Clown Motel 3, and Clown Road. What's it called? No, Circus Road. He's not a clown, though, but he's in the movies with the clowns.
And a couple of other ones.
well,
Now they send me a script where they want me to play something opposite a clown. I kindly refer. I just sent it back saying thank you. I've done it.
He doesn't want to do any more clowns.
No more clown movies. I'm done.
Yeah. I've only done the one, Circus of the Dead, and I'm about to do part 2, which, but beyond that, and actually, I'm not a clown in Circus of the Dead. Like I said, I'm the average everyday guy, and this little circus comes through this dusty, sleepy little West Texas town, and in the circus, there are these serial killers that are hiding behind the guise of clown makeup. And they run with the circus, leaving in their wake a trail of dead bodies. And
I made a list. First of all, I wanted to, we'll go over that list in a second, but you did another movie, and the only reason I'm bringing up, you did a movie called Pray For Me, because Sherry Davis is a really good friend of ours.
Yes.
And Sherry Davis is one of the leads in it with you.
She's my pet. She's my pet.
Sherry. She's a sweetheart. She is.
And she's in Texas. I think she's in Texas living now.
Yeah, she was in LA. I think all of us, we kind of go back and forth at times. She was in LA for a while, and then now she's back in Texas, I do believe. I haven't.
She's finishing up on Family Affairs, and then she's moving to Florida.
Oh, okay. All right.
And we're moving to Florida, so it looks like half of Hollywood will be living in Florida.
Which I like a lot.
Which is great. Joe Kelly is there now. He moved to
probably
Florida.
doesn't know Joe Kelly.
Do you know Joe Kelly?
The name sounds familiar. I think
he produces all the clown motel.
Yeah, he does all the clown motel movies.
Maybe I've met him. Because after I did circus, doing the different conventions, I ended up meeting a lot of other people who also did clown movies. So, but yeah, Camille Keaton.
We're over the clown routine. I think the clown movies are done.
Actually, I have one.
I think they pretty much run their course.
I have a film I'm working on called Carnival, and it's not really about clowns. It's about a carnival.
You know what?
That's cool.
When something comes out new, like the clowns, people were frightened. Now we become numb to the clowns, and we're not frightened by them anymore.
Now it's werewolves. Werewolves is the next big thing.
Yeah. Everything cycles in and out.
It's fun. It burnt out. Clowns are gone. Clowns are out.
It's kind of like, if you remember, my first film that I did, my first principal lead role, I played the lead bad guy in The Quick and the Undead, which was shot out in Santa Clarita, in that area, in California. And
I lived in Santa Clarita.
Really?
I lived in Stevenson Ranch.
Oh, cool. We shot the film, and in 2005 and in 2006, Anchor Bay Entertainment released it. And it actually got a foreign distribution as well. It was dubbed in German, Taiwanese, and all that. So, when you see yourself dubbed, it's hilarious. But that was the first principal lead role I had. So I played, it was a zombie movie. Okay. I played the lead bad guy in this zombie movie. I started the zombie plague. And out of greed, anyway, won't get into the story, but it was shortly, probably about 3 years after that, there was this, for those 3 years subsequent to my doing The Quick and the Undead, and not just me, but the zombie films that had become very popular kind of during this, I don't know, from 1995 to 2005, there was a 10-year period. And after Quick and the Undead, after about 2 years after that, zombie movies were dead. I mean, no pun intended.
Yes.
Took a while for them to come back, but they did come back. I mean,
after the zombie movie, they said outer space. Monsters from Outer Space are
Right.
in. That fell
Right.
on its ass real quick. That didn't
Yeah,
make
because
it.
Ron wants to be in an outer space movie.
I want to be in a science fiction film. I would love it. I would enjoy it.
You know what I want to
Besides-
do? I want to do a good film noir film, like a throwback to the. I love horror, but
What's
damn it,
that?
before I die, I want to do a good film noir, like the old black and white 1940s.
We watch him all the time. So Ron, you don't really know anything about him. So Ron is an expert on all the films, and he was best friends with Jane Russell, and he was friends with Tab
Oh, yeah.
Hunter, and he worked with Elizabeth Taylor. He knew
all the best, all the biggest, and
who's
the
that?
best.
Betty Davis.
The greats.
So we
Tippy Hedren.
so we
all
watched
the best.
Tippy,
like,
the birds.
we watched the Noir Alley movies and stuff every Saturday night.
Tippy just turned 95
yesterday.
I was seeing that on social media. Yes, indeed. And I grew up watching the birds. And I was in
Great.
love. By the time I was like reaching puberty, I was in love with Tippi Hedren. Okay. Tippi was
Well, I got to kiss her.
I got to kiss her?
In my interview, because Tippy and I were good friends. No, we were good friends. And at the end of my interview with her, I said, how about a kiss? And she kissed me right on the lips. And she said, I love him. So
well, you know what? If she kissed me on the lips, even today, she may be 95, but hot damn, she's still Tippi Hedren, okay?
And right. And when she kissed me, she was 75. So she was still beautiful and young looking. We both were.
Here's the deal. I think, even Jane Russell, in the interviews I saw her in the later years, Jane Russell was a beautiful older lady. Just because we're older, and I say older, 85, listen, nobody says beauty exists only for the sole purpose of 35.
Jane was 89, and she always stayed at my house. So in the morning, I saw her with her hair standing up and no makeup in a bathrobe, and we would have breakfast.
Yeah.
And she was beautiful.
Plus, Ron's going to be 85 in May.
Right.
He's 84
I'm
now.
up there with all the
and
old
he's still
girls.
working.
Really?
He's probably going to make. He's probably going to make 6 movies this year.
Wow. Well,
so there's no such thing as old. Old as a wannabe. Old.
Hey, it's like this. You're only as old as you feel. Be what you feel inside, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
I feel 25.
Yeah, I feel the same as I did when I was 25. Maybe I don't run quite as fast, but there's a lot of other things I do more slowly that my wife appreciates. So it balances out.
So I'm gonna so for people who aren't familiar with your work, you guys, here's some of the films you will have seen Parrish Randall in.
But I want to tell
The Quick and the Undead.
I want to name all the women I've kissed.
I want to hear it.
Julie Newmar.
The Catwoman, yes. And a great actress.
Jane Russell, Tippi Hedren,
Yes.
Betty Davis.
Elizabeth Taylor.
No, I never kissed Elizabeth Taylor. She was nuts. Elizabeth Taylor was weird. No, she was weird. Elizabeth was childlike. She was very unobtainium. She was just, when you were in her company, she was, I don't know where she was, but she wasn't with you.
She didn't have a childhood, though.
She was a great girl. I liked Elizabeth a lot. I did. She was very kind and very thoughtful. Very thoughtful. I have so many other women I kissed. My God, why can't I remember?
Well,
anyway, I got
you guys, here's
a list of
some other, especially because we have a ton of horror fans.
Lauren Bacall.
Oh yeah,
I kissed
Lauren Bacall.
And I loved Lauren. She was such a nice woman. What a nice lady. A lady.
I love all of the movies with her and Humphrey Bogart. I have them all on DVD, Blu-ray.
Or even movies that she made after Bogart. She was a good actress.
She was a great actress.
She was, you know what? She was a Brooklyn broad.
You know what? She was a Brooklyn broad, and so was Susan Hayward and Barbara Stanwyck and all those great. Yeah.
Shelley Winters kissed me. Shelley and I were good friends.
Oh, I've
Shelley,
got great stories about Shelley for that the late Ernie Borgnine. He was a friend of mine, Ernie. About the last 8 months of his life, we met at a at a film convention, just a convention for all kinds of films. And I was intimidated. This was the guy who would have played Marty, and but he was just as cool as shit. I mean, he was just. And we would talk on the phone. He gave me his phone number. He said, "Call me. I want to just bullshit." And we would talk. And he told me great stories about so many legends. Some were funny, some not. Some I wouldn't repeat. But anyway, long story short,
He's got a lot of those too.
I have a lot of.
You have a lot of them too, probably. Yeah.
I've been places I shouldn't have been, and I've seen things I shouldn't have seen, and I've been told things I shouldn't have been told.
But you learn to. You don't. But you don't repeat it. You don't.
No, I'm from Brooklyn, Italian mafia background. You think I was raised with you don't rat on a friend.
No, I never. That's something I say. When you're doing films, when you're at a convention, you are blessed. You're just blessed and lucky and fortunate that you're among those. Whether it's a B movie or an A list, it doesn't matter. If you're getting paid to do what you love to do, you're a lucky son of a gun.
I agree.
Getting back to Shelley Winters, no one that I know, and I know so many, ever had the stories that Shelley had.
I can imagine.
Shelley's stories about Sean Connery. Sean Connery was the best lover. He was gentle and soft and romantic. Burt Lancaster knocked her head through a wall. He was rough and tough and terrible. We would go to lunch, and Shelley would talk about her past and the loves of her life. The men that she made it with.
Well, what was it? I saw her in an interview one time where she talked about. She said, they had the sexual revolution in the 1960s, but she referred to herself as a pre-revolutionary.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what she said once, and I really don't know if I should say this. She said, "I was very popular in high school because I blew the entire football team."
Oh, see, I got to share that with my wife. My wife is a big Shelley Winters fan.
Shelley had a wonderful sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know when she's telling the truth or was making a joke. But she she talked about, I can't get into things about her, but there's just some things about her that, so I saw Shelley the night before she died. I went to see her at the hospice, and I held her hand, and I said, "Shelley, get better. You got to come on our show." She said, "I will, Ron, I will. But they got to feed me something. I'm not eating." She was unable to eat. She got very skinny, and she died the next morning. And I was so happy that I got to kiss her and hold her hand and do a proper goodbye. Because Shelley Winters was the most down-to-earth, real human being you ever want to meet. And if you met her, you had to love her. You couldn't dislike her.
Yeah,
no.
I never had the good fortune to meet Miss Winters. I would love to have. That my true admiration and adoration lies with those classic film actors and actresses. As I said earlier, the 1940s black and white film noir films, the 1950s widescreen Technicolor dramas. I was able to meet Julie Adams and get to know her a little bit. And Julie was in several Universal International films in the 50s, and she acted through the 70s and 80s. But when I met her, she was 85, 86. Just as sharp as a tack and as kind. And getting back to what we said a moment ago, 85, 86, and still beautiful. I mean, I loved her. I did.
Let me tell you something about nowadays. Nowadays, I work with a lot of shit asses. I call them shit asses because they're nobodies. They're pay to play. They buy into a movie, and then they go around advertising themselves as a star of the movie. They're nuts. They're crazy today. They're nothing like the stars that I knew. My legends,
Right.
with the exception of Joan Crawford, my legends were wonderful. My
Yeah.
men were fabulous. My male actors that I hung out with, all great guys. Marlon Brando, Paul Newman, that whole crew. Fabulous guys, fabulous.
So hang on real quick, because we've only got.
They were true stars. So what I
Sure.
want to say to you is, you and I have to be stars to teach the young how to be a star.
There you go. I think that's actually true. I just want to because we only have a couple. We'll have to work out another time that you can come back.
Because we
got cut short.
lost half of you.
But you
I know.
guys,
I'm sorry, but
here's some films you can see Parrish in, you guys. The Quick and the Undead, The Flesh Keeper, Protege, Dark Spaces, Fun, Dead of Night with a K.
Wait, he was in The Flesh Eaters?
The Flesh Keeper.
Oh.
Flesh Keeper.
Gut Instinct, Slaughterhouse, which he directed it also and wrote it. I talked about Chillerama. He also just did a cool movie. Actually, because we've had a lot of the people you've worked with on the show. He just did a movie, Killer Cox, with Lloyd Kaufman, Angel Nicole Bradford, Robert Best, and Michael St. Michaels. They're all friends. Michael St. Michaels is not, but everybody else is a friend of mine. And here's some of the cool people that you've actually worked with. We've had a lot of these people on the show, but just so you know, Lloyd Kaufman, Angel Nicole Bradford was just on. We have Camden Toy, rest in peace. Was a good friend of ours. Eileen Dietz, Lynn Lowry, she was just on not too long ago. Sherry Davis, Debbie Rochon, Lisa Wilcox, Marilyn Burns, which I've never worked with her, and that's awesome.
Marilyn was the best friend I ever had. She was awesome. I promise.
Bill Oberst Jr. Again, Lisa Wilcox a couple times. Jennifer Blanc and Michael Bean, who've both been on the show. They're big. Lynn Shea, who's been on the show.
Lynn is awesome to work with. She is like working with what I imagined working with Joan Crawford or Helen Hayes or someone would have been like.
No. You don't want to work with Joan Crawford.
Well, I'm saying, as far as repertory work and becoming these characters, Lynn Shea, it was like awesome to watch her work and an honor to work with her, and so many of those other names that you mentioned as well. And
everyone that worked with Joan Crawford that I know wanted to kill her on the set. They hated her.
But I was friends with Betsy Palmer, who played Miss Voorhees in Friday the 13th. But before that,
with Joan and Queen Bee.
And she and Joan Crawford were great friends. She spoke so highly of her.
You know why? She kissed Joan's ass. If you kissed Crawford's ass, really, if you bowed down and said, "Your Majesty, Your Magnificence, Your Wonderfulness," she was kind to you. But if you spoke to her on professional level, like Joan, do you think the scene we did together was right? She would jump down your throat and assassinate you and say, anything Joan Crawford is in is right. She had that attitude. She was not nice, not a nice person.
I could see that because I think she had this insecurity. I don't know.
She was an alcoholic nut.
Well, there you go. Well, so many of them are.
So you guys, this is Parrish Randall. Parrish, you should get an Instagram account. You have so many great credits, that way you'd build a following really quickly. So I'm telling you, get back on Instagram.
I'm full up on Facebook. And but I appreciate you having me on. I'm sorry we had technical difficulties.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again, and we're going to be coming to Texas for 2 movies this year, so we'll get in touch.
Yeah, get in touch. I want to hang out with you guys. Can
you ride a horse? Do you know how to ride a horse?
Of course, I'm from Texas. Yes.
I know, because one of these new movies I'm working on, the characters are going to have to ride a horse. So, okay, that's perfect. All right, you guys, this is Parrish Randall. We want to thank you. It was great to see you and catch up a little bit, and we'll catch up again soon.
Great to meet you, Ron, and great, Jimmy. Again. Thank you, Jimmy, for having me on your show. It's always a pleasure. All right.
You're so welcome. See you in Texas.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. See you next week. We got some great guests next week. I'm not sure who they are because I forgot already, but We'll see you next week. Thanks, chat room. Thanks, everybody, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Can turn out to be so wrong. Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes? Download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.